Good morning, everyone. Today I would like to present my proposal research titled The Impact of Influencer Food Review on Food Delivery Order Decisions Among Students at Spin-off Songkla University Hat Yai campus. So let's talk about problem statement first.
For the problem statement part, I'm gonna talk about the growth of food delivery in Thailand. So the food delivery industry in Thailand continues to grow due to consumers' demand for convenience and speed, especially in urban areas. So the next one is about highly competitive market. The market has become highly competitive with major platforms such as GrabFood and Lineman dominating, forcing companies to adopt new marketing strategies. For the role of influencer marketing has become increasingly important as food influencers can shape consumers' perception and purchasing decisions through reviews and recommendations. And for the student contact and research objective, the university students frequently use food delivery services due to convenience, limited cooking facilities, and regular exposure to food content on social media. Although food influencer reviews are widely consumed by students and may influence their food delivery choices, there is limited research examining this relationship, particularly among students at Prince of Songkla University Hat Yai campus. Therefore, this study aims to examine the impact of influencer food reviews on students' food delivery decisions in this specific context.
For research objective, this research has two main objectives. The first objective is to describe influencer food review and food delivery order decisions among students at Spin-off Songkla University Hat Yai campus. And the second objective is to analyze how influencer food review influence student decisions when ordering food through delivery applications. For this part, I'm going to talk about expected contributions. This research into better understand how influencer food review affect food delivery order decisions among students at Prinov Songkla University Hat Yai campus. The findings are expected to help explain student consumer behavior in the digital food delivery context, and in addition, the results may be useful for food delivery platform and restaurant in designing more effective influencer marketing strategy that target student consumer.
Influencer food reviews are food reviews shared by influencers on social media. These influencers usually go to a restaurant, try the food by themselves, and then share their real experiences online. For example, an influencer may post a short video on TikTok or Instagram showing a bowl of noodles, and they may talk about how the food tastes, how much it costs, and whether is it worth ordering or not. Because the influencer has many followers, so people often trust their opinions. When students see this kind of content, they may feel more confident about ordering food from that restaurant through a food delivery application, and therefore, influencer food reviews can affect food delivery ordering decisions. The main platforms used for food reviews are Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and blogs, and this platform focus on pictures and videos, which make the food look more attractive and more trustworthy. So next is food influencer can be divided into several types. The first type is a macro influencer, which have many followers and help a restaurant become more well known. And the second one is micro influencer, have a fewer followers but their audience are very engaged and tend to trust them more. And the third one is nano influencer, have a small number of followers but their reviews feel very real and honest. And the last one is local food influencer. It focuses on a specific areas and are effective in influencing nearby customer. In conclusion, influencer food reviews are an important communication tool because they help shape a consumer opinion and trust toward a restaurant. As a result, this review strongly influence consumer intention to order food or choose a restaurant. So this slide is about the literature review on food delivery. First, I will talk about the growth of food delivery services. Food delivery means ordering food or grocery through apps or websites, and these services became very popular on COVID-19 during COVID-19 because people stayed at home more. Even after the pandemic, many people still use food delivery because it's very convenient. Next, let's look at the consumer behavior. Food delivery platforms work as a link between customers and restaurants. Most people decide to order foods based on things like convenience and price. Review and ratings are also important because they help people feel more confident about their choices. Lastly, this slide explains what food delivery platforms are and what affects their usage. These platforms connect consumers with restaurants and help save time. People are more likely to use them when there are good prices, promotions, or positive reviews. Reliable information also helps reduce risks when ordering food online.
So this part I'm going to talk about order decisions. So let's talk about the definition first. Order decisions refer to the moment when customer finalize their food choice and delivery service after checkout based on information that considered reliable. And the next is the EKB modeling. This state aligned with the EKB model, where the analysis of alternative lead directly to purchase confirmations. Moving to the key signals, customers rely on several online signals to support their decision. This include rating and endorsement for quick credibility and algorithm-based suggestion from order history. Influencer be sure to preview taste and discount for value seekers. Finally, the summary. Overall, this online signal help convert browsing behavior into confirmed order by building trust on food delivery platform. Let's moving on to the next part.
This slide, I would like to talk about related research. The first research found that food blogs with useful information, fun content, and attractive influencer can increase viewers' interest and influence their attitude toward food. This showed that the way influencers present food content is important in shaping how consumers feel about food. And the second research also found that influencer promotion and online food review help build consumer trust and make people more likely to use food delivery application. This means that influencer review do not only create interest, but they can also lead to real food ordering decisions. And the third research further confirmed that social media and online food review influence the consumer attitudes, preferences, and their choice of food delivery platform. These factors affect how consumers decide which platform to use when ordering food.
For this part, I will explain about the conceptual framework of this study. For our study, we present about the independent variable at the left side. It's how it have effect with dependent variable at the right side. So look, focus on the independent first. For our independent variables, we define into groups of independent variables. The first group is influence of influencers, which include influencer awareness, influencer credibility, and influencer authenticity. And the second group is demographic factors, for example, sex, age, faculties, and income. For the dependent variable at the right side, we define is the food delivery order decision, which means we analyze and examine how influencer food reviews and demographic characteristics together have effects with students to decide to order the food at the delivery platform.
So for this slide, I will explain the populations and sample of these studies. The populations of the studies consist of students of Prince of Songkla University's Hat Yai campus, which has more than 30,000 undergraduate students. Because the population is quite large, the sample size was determined using Taro Yamane's method at 95% confidence level with a margins of error 0.05. Based on these methods, the sample size was set at 400 respondents. So the data we collected using convenient sampling methods and the questionnaire was distributed online to Google Forms. That's all for the populations and sample parts. So for this slide, I will explain the research tool we use in these studies. The research instruments used in this research is an online questionnaire, which was created and distributed using Google Forms. This study also uses a quantitative research approach because the data we collect in the form of number and measure using rating scales. And for the target respondents of this study, it's Prince of Songkla University students. So for this slide, I will explain the structure of the questionnaires. The first part is focused on demographics information including sex, age, faculties, and incomes. The second part is measures the influence of influencer, which includes influencer awareness, credibilities, authenticities. This part is measured using 5-point Likert scales. And for the third part, focus on the food delivery order decisions such as restaurant selections, frequency of orderings, and perceived satisfactions and value. This part also uses 5-point Likert scales and includes one open-ended questions to identify other factors that influence ordering decisions. That's all for research 2 parts. Moving on to the next part.
The next part is data collections. So for our data collection, we have to collect in both data is secondary data and primary data. So let's looking at the secondary data first. For the secondary data, we have to collect by social media, websites, previous study, influencer food reviews, and food delivery services. To these data we to use to support in our background and our objective. For the primary data, we have for the research focus, we focus on influencer food review and food delivery order decision. For target group is the student of Prince of Songkla University in Hat Yai campus. For the data collection method, we have to online survey and questionnaire. For the questionnaire, we designed to measure student perception of influencer food reviews and investigate how these reviews influence their food delivery other decisions. For the outcome, is the relationship between influencer review and ordering decision. The data analysis. For this study, we use the quantitative statistical method to analyze and survey the data. So look at the research approach. We have is the quantitative data analysis to using a statistical method. For the descriptive statistic, so we use the frequency, the percentage, means, and standard deviation or SD to apply and used to describe the respondent characteristic and opinion. For inferential statistics is multiple regression analysis and used to examine the influence of influencer food reviews on food delivery choices. For the data presentation, we have the result presented in tables and interpreted based on research objective.